Well, howdy, partners. It's the weekly roundup.
Hey guys, welcome to season 4, episode 2 of the weekly roundup. It's myself, Tam, and my sidekick, Tom. Oh no, wait a minute. We've actually got an upgrade. It's Gary this week. Tom's probably busy sleeping somewhere, but hey ho. So, how are we, guys?
All good, mate. Thank you. All good. Been a bit of a whirlwind this week, but we're getting there, aren't we?
Getting straight into the admin stuff, mate. It's you realise how much information's on that bloody page when you become an admin, or how many different chats there is. You're going, holy moly! And with the amount of guys that have come in, it's just chaotic. I'm glad you guys have come in and I can sit back and just do nothing. It's brilliant. Loving it.
I know. When it was Tuesday, when Tom said, "Oh, fancy being an admin and helping me and Tam out," because obviously James has jumped on board as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, mate, absolutely fine." I mean, we're quite heavily invested already, so not a problem. And then he said, "Oh, you'll see a few more chats appear." I'm thinking, how many more can there be? And
the answer is
very wrong was I?
Yeah,
very wrong. But no, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Like I say, week one of the league has gone pretty well. Most of the games have been played already, haven't they? By the looks of it.
It's gone swimmingly, as they say. It's definitely, there was Group A and H, I believe. The two of them were finished by Wednesday or Thursday. They'd played all their games. Jeez, guys, I think these have maybe missed the darts a bit. But yeah. So all matches played within such a short time is great.
And that's not even talking about the tournaments. We've had so many tournaments as well that have been almost record-breaking with number of participants, which is great.
Speaking of tournaments, I believe you've got a record of the results, mate.
Yeah, I have, mate. Yeah, James put it on the chat for us. Thank you very much, James.
Can I just clarify, by the way, it's well seen that Tom's not dealing with that anymore. That's why we've actually got results now. It's not like in previous episodes when nothing was done.
Nothing was done. There's scrap paper just on the side, which had nothing written on it.
Nothing written.
So, yeah, by the looks of it, we've had 4 tournaments since kick-off of the season. So the Monday night 501 straight-in double out was Taylor Jackson lost 4-1 in the final to Stephen Walker. So Stephen won that one. 25 people entered that, so that's good numbers to kick off the campaign.
Nice bit.
And then Tuesday again, 501. Paul won 4-2 against James West. Don't have Paul's surname, unfortunately, but congratulations, Paul, whoever you are.
Yeah.
Thursday, 301, double in, double out. Colin Pestridge lost to Charlie Loro, 4-2. So, well done, Charlie. And
I played Colin in that one. I played Colin in every single leg he hit double in on his first 3 darts. Every single leg. And I was just like, Jesus Christ.
That's the key, isn't it? Because as soon as you see your opponent hit it, you're under pressure straight away.
100%, mate.
And this panic mode sets in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it looks like he had a good run to the final, but then Charlie just pitched into it 4-2. And then Saturday, we went back to 501, and Adam Spud, what a cracking name, he won 4-1 against Paul Houghton. 32 people entered that one on Saturday. So, incredible. What's the maximum we've ever had, do we know?
That's what we're saying, mate. I think it was, for a one-night tournament, it was 35. Because myself and Tom were like, holy moly, we were with a 34, we get the extra guy. Like 35 people. And that's, we couldn't even get that for the big long format tournaments. We couldn't even get that number. So that was awesome.
Did we have a lunchtime one running today?
Yes, I didn't actually see it, mate. As I said to you earlier, I was out and about. So sort of a busy boy. But I noticed Tom was running it. I don't know if it was Tom that was actually running it, but it was him that was certainly putting the alerts out there. So I don't know who won. I can actually quickly look. Give us a second, mate.
No, I mean, it's brilliant to see.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I think the only issue that
This is the thing. Because we had said this a while ago. I think we'll need to reiterate this again. That league matches come first. Don't be jumping into tournaments if somebody's asking you to arrange a league match and you're saying, "Oh, I can't. I'm playing in the tournament tonight." Like, no, you can't be having that.
Yeah, just trying to find that balance, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's basically, if somebody's wanting to play your league match, then I'm afraid you'll have to forfeit your tournament for that night. I think we've got Stephen Walker in the final, mate, and it's Michael Wood or James Deere. I don't think it's finished yet. Either that or Tom's not updated it. Let's be honest, it's Tom.
Stephen Walker again.
Stephen Walker. Do you know what the guy that the 90 average or 70 something average or something crazy like that?
No,
Against
that
James Morgan?
That would explain it.
I don't think it was 90. I think I made that. I think, or maybe it was. I think it was against James Morgan. He played him, and he like a crazy high average. He was cussing Tom upside down because I think it was Tom it was meant to be playing or something. It was something like that. I don't actually know what it was, but it was something ridiculous.
Yeah, and Tom dodged the bullet again by the sounds of it.
Speaking of Tom, I think the reason he can't do it today is because of his league match, mate. Do you know who he was playing in his league match, mate?
You, wasn't it?
We'll find out soon enough, mate. We'll find out what the result was as well, Tom. You're not avoiding this one, son.
Oh, brilliant.
He was all full of the big Johnny Big Balls before a dart was thrown. Come back to haunt him. Yeah,
oh, really?
Love it.
Interesting. So he doesn't want to talk about the post-game interview then? Okay. Well,
you want to do it? You want to do the leaks just now? Or?
We might as well. We've touched on the leagues.
Do you know what we'll do first, actually? Because most people will probably stop watching after this point. We'll do the challenge the admin.
Oh yeah, the new feature.
Or as I like to call it, challenge the overlords.
Only you know what's going on with this, though. So it's a little
bit.
Tom
knows. Tom knows he knows who the admin is or member of staff that got drawn, but no one else knows it is. So I've basically asked Michael some questions as well. We've turned it into a little bit, and then he will draw what he is. His three challenges are going to be, and whoever the admin is that gets drawn has to throw the same three challenges, and we'll see who wins. Are we ready for this, mate?
Yeah, let's go.
Right, here's Michael's questions. Right, guys, we've got the challenge here, and we've got Michael Carey having a wee stab at it before we do the random draws. A couple of questions for Michael. Here we go, mate. What is your favourite football team?
Manchester United.
If you could only watch one movie for the rest of your life, what would it be?
The Gentleman.
The Gentleman?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I've never seen that. I've watched the TV show. I know the Guy Ritchie thing.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, what his name is.
Yeah, I've never seen the movie. But I quite fancy seeing it, actually, now that you've mentioned it. What hobby or activity brings you the most joy outside of darts, obviously?
Could you repeat that again, mate?
What hobby or activity brings you the most joy outside of darts, obviously?
Astronomy.
Astronomy?
Yeah.
There we go, mate.
I'm obsessed with space.
That explains a lot about why you hang around with Steve, the spaceman. Don't tell him I said that, because he might beat me up. Who is your favourite author, or what is your favourite book? Yeah, a reader.
I've only ever read one book, and that's 50 Shades of Grey. Honestly, I don't like reading.
Oh, Michael, that's horrific.
That's all respect for you, but right out the window there, mate. Can't believe it. Somebody that's read 50 Shades of Grey actually beat me in the Premier League final. Jeez, oh mate.
I had to read it, see what all the fuss was about.
Oh, here's another one. If you could instantly become an expert in something, what would it be?
I'd go for astronomy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, even though I only know the basics of it.
Yeah, you've shocked me with that one, mate, to be honest. I'm still sort of a bit shocked at that response. What is your guilty pleasure? Like movie or TV show, what's your guilty pleasure?
What's my what, sorry?
Your guilty pleasure. You know, something like a TV show or a movie that you like that you'd sort of go, what? Don't say 50 Shades again. Jeez, oh. No, have you not got anything, mate?
Yeah,
Like,
but
Coronation Street or something like that.
so what, sorry?
I'm saying it could be like something like Coronation Street or something that people would go, what?
Yeah, I think so, yeah, it would be that, sorry.
Oh, God. I was actually just saying that as a joke. What have we got? What is the weirdest or most unusual food you've ever tried?
Unusual food.
Yeah.
Pork belly, I'd say.
No, I've never tried that. Do you have a favourite quote or saying that you live by?
Favourite what, sorry?
Quote or a saying that you sort of live by? I don't think I have actually.
We connect
Apart from
again.
he who smelt it dealt it. That's my favourite quote. As in a fart.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Hey, here's the last question, mate, and then we'll go on to the thing, mate. Do you have a favourite music genre or artist that you can't stop listening to?
Yeah, it'd be action and adventure or sci-fi.
Is that a music genre? A music genre?
Sci-fi, yeah.
No? Never even fucking heard of them. There we go. That's your crap questions, mate, for this week. Let's get on to the real business now.
Yeah.
If I can find it. So here we go. So I hope I haven't even got a pen and a piece of paper. I'm going to take a note of what you've drawn here. Quite good at this. So you second, buddy. I should have thought about this before I done it. Right, here we go, mate. So here is what you are going to be throwing your first 3 darts as. I don't know if you could see it. I've already shuffled them. Would you like me to shuffle them or would you like me to just to spin?
Hopefully it stays away from dizzy dark.
You ready for this? Here we go, mate. And I've left the sound on just to annoy Tom. Oh, you just done it to yourself. Well,
Just my luck.
so your first 3 darts will be dizzy darts. And the funny thing is,
Yep. This,
you could get this again because I'm not removing it. It's just random 3. Right, here we go. Here's just your next 3 darts will be. Don't forget, the person that you're playing against has to throw the same stuff. Oh no! Oh, Michael. What have you done to yourself, mate? Right, you ready? Here is your last 3. How funny would it be if it was dizzy darts again? Yeah, at least it's not dizzy darts this time. Oh, sat in a chair. There we go, mate. So that is what your challenge is going to be.
You've got Tom joined the party now, just in time
Hello.
for me to show who do you think? Who do you hope he's got, Gary? Who do you hope he's drawn?
Not me. I would quite like to see Rich do dizzy darts twice.
That would be awesome. Right, here we go. This is myself and Tom doing the draw to see which admin has to take part in this challenge. Are you ready? This is a bit shorter than the other one. The other one was a bit long, I think. But here we go.
Right, Michael, I've got Tom here to see who you're actually going up against, in case anyone tries to accuse me of cheating. Because it seems to be a common theme these days.
Shit, it lands on me on claiming you're cheating.
Yeah, and you see that, Tom?
Yeah.
All the names there. If this lands on me, I'm going to try. So basically, no one else, even Tom, won't know what the challenges are that you've drawn. And the only person that will know who's been picked is myself, Tom, and whoever it is that gets picked. Everyone else will find out on the podcast. So, here we go. Please stop. Oh, yeah.
Who is it?
It's you. Oh, there is a God. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, Tom. Oh, I absolutely love it when a plan comes together. That is beautiful, mate. So it's yourself that is going up against Michael Carey. And obviously, I'll tell you what you've drawn. Well, I could tell you actually, because with all that, Michael would have already have drawn them. And you want to know what you've got?
Yeah.
So he has drawn dizzy darts.
Right.
The first three. His next three, and that's what he said he didn't want was dizzy darts, and that's what he drew. His next three is dizzy darts again. So I could see the two of you vomiting by the end of this 6 darts. And his last three is sat on a chair. So this is going to be hilarious.
Oh.
I think Michael said he thinks he might end up smashing his TV. But let's see how the two of you get on. Because this is going to be great.
Glad now that I'll put the board on the wall.
Yeah.
Liz, maybe not so much.
Yeah, I could see you.
What's the rules on dizzy? Is it like
you have to spin round X
10 seconds each dart?
Yeah. No, we just do it for one and then you throw the 3 darts. Well, the one he's actually vomiting.
That's all right.
Just do so many spins, but you have to throw straight away. You can't wait till your equilibrium levels out. But yeah.
Perfect.
So absolutely looking forward to this.
I'll how do you want them recording just of the board?
Yeah, I'll contact the two of you.
Right.
So what do you think your chances, Tom? Think you're going to do one for the admin team?
Yeah, I think the sitting down one I reckon will be all right.
Yeah. We'll see what happens then.
But
Anyway,
I'll win it for the admin.
come on, boys, let's cheer on Tom here. Has to get points on the board for us. Right. Well, good luck to two of you.
Thank you.
Dirty bye.
Bye bye.
I loved your reaction there, Gary. It's just...
So it was relief. I saw the red block coming round, thinking, no, not me.
Yeah.
And I think what else I quite like the thought of was knowing that there's a sitting down one, and obviously Tom's recently had a trampolining accident and can't sit down comfortably unless he's on his little Sonic duvet. So he's going to be off centre. And I just had that in the back of my mind. So yeah, absolutely brilliant.
Oh, I love it, mate. So what do you think, Gary? Who do you think's got the better score?
I've got to back the admins, haven't I?
You're good for Tom.
Yeah.
Well, we find out.
When do we find out?
Right now, mate. I'm just about to show you Mike's attempt, and then I'll show you... Or would you rather see Tom's attempt first? Do you know what? We'll look at Tom's attempt, because obviously it'll ruin it, because Tom knows what he shot roughly.
I can't even remember what scores I got.
So let's see how Tom got on.
Right, guys, so here's Tom's effort. Let's see what happens with this. Your first 3 darts, Tom, are dizzy darts, so you have to do 10 spins and then throw your 3 darts.
Right.
Anytime you want, mate.
I'm not long eating, so if I throw up, it's on you. 2. Jesus Christ. Jesus. What? Oh,
What was that you got there, mate? 21, is that? 20?
21.
21.
21 in the last dart.
So you want to, I think you maybe have to take a wee couple of seconds, mate, because you've got dizzy darts to go again.
Generally a dart. So I'm going to swap darts for this one.
So if no one hears from Tom for the rest of the week, we know what it is.
I'm in a bit of trouble. All right.
So Dizzy Darts Part 2.
One.
We spilled that one out the bag here. Is that a 45, 55,
68.
68, mate? So at least this one you won't vomit, mate. You've got sat on a chair. So just
Yeah,
whenever
we're
you're
up to
ready.
Tuesday's antics. I'm a bit lower than everyone else, apparently.
If you haven't watched the G&T's podcast, it's worth watching just for the quiz alone. It's hilarious.
Jesus. No, actually tried them.
This could be interesting then.
Right, you ready?
Yeah, anything you want, mate. Oh, that didn't look good.
17.
17. Well, that's Tom's effort. Is it enough to beat Michael? Let's find out. So Tom ended up with 106 total. What do you think? What do you think, Gary? Do you think it's enough to beat Mike?
I don't know. There's that lucky triple 15 for Tom, wasn't there? That's all it
He's done
takes
it.
is one lucky treble. I don't think he's done it.
What about you,
I
Tom?
think Michael's gonna beat him.
What about you,
It's not the
Tom?
kind of attitude we like to hear.
I did say that I was going to back you and I would like you to win, but
But
you only got one lucky treble,
Yeah.
so I think Michael's going to take it.
then you had a 17 sitting in a chair, mate, so that sort of went out the window, I think. Right, we're ready for Mike then. What about you, Tom? Do you think you've done enough to beat Mike?
Confidence all the way.
Well, let's do it, mate. Let's see how Michael gets on. This is Michael's connection, as we know, because he lives in an island, his connection is horrific. So this was hilarious trying to record this, honest to God. There's actually the footage of this. I might actually put up the actual footage of this. It is just horrific. It must have been about 20 minutes just to record a 2-minute segment. It is. Here we go. So if you wonder why it's edited all over the shop, this is why. Here's Michael's attempt. His first attempt is going to be Dizzy Darts. Okay. She's going to spin 10 times and then he's thrown his 3 darts. This should be hilarious. Oh.
12
What's that you've got there, mate? Is that... You hear me?
You see them okay, mate? 12, 4, 0.
So it's just, what was that then? 16?
Yeah, for the first row, yeah.
What was your second?
Second three was treble 13.
36? No, 39. Is that right? Yeah, 39.
You put me on the spot there, Tam. 2 and 0.
41. What'd you get your last one? It looks as if you got a treble 18, was it?
And last three was treble 18,
Oh, 54.
single 19, and 10.
54, 64, 74, 83, is that? Is that right?
That's correct. Yep.
83, mate.
64, 64. Yeah, 83.
83, mate. Good man.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go. I was just going to get... Give me a sec, mate. So that's Michael's jar attempt. He's managed to shoot something. Can't even work it out. I can't add it up. You got 83, 41, 16. So that's... Help me out here, Michael. Come on.
Yeah, I don't have a clue what that one's up to.
He got over 100. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I'd like to say that people will be shocked at how bad my maths are, but no one is, let's be honest. So, unfortunately, Michael got 140. Like, pretty good bloody going there. To be fair,
Takes
it was
a couple of trebles.
his treble 18 was that was the one that done it for him, I think.
Sorry there, guys.
Yeah.
Tried.
That's all right, mate.
So that's
You gave it
1-0.
your best.
1-0 down we are, guys. And I'll need to add Colin and Paul to the wheel. Because you're not getting away with that one, boys. If we're a
Paul?
user in. Is it not Paul? No, it wasn't Paul. Who's the other one?
David?
David. Giardino. Sorry, David.
I mean, I know you said you were taking a bit of a back step now you got some more admin, but Jesus, I'd at least expect you to know where we are.
Yeah.
This is how backseat we're taking it.
Yeah.
It's literally...
Yeah, I can only apologise about that, Stephen. Right, I've actually got myself all harassed now. Right, so what, are you just in time for the leaks, Tom, or would you rather do the questions first? Leave the leaks
I've
till
got to
last?
jump because obviously I've still got the kids running right at the minute. It was just a quick 15-minute jump on.
No worries, mate.
So I've had 6 come through.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to try and guess who the member of the group is through the question.
Can we get a multiple choice here? Because there is about 300 members.
No, there's no multiple choice.
We'll at least get told what league they're in.
Tom, I don't even know the name of the admin staff, man. How chance have I got with the members?
You should know them. I'm not going to give them to anyone individually. You can both have a knock at it.
Yeah, was it?
And see where we go. So this first one, 'cause obviously I've got people to send me, a little something for you to guess. So I had to choose between a red and a blue pill. Who are they?
Dio, the one.
Yeah, the one. Which I'm sure Gary would have knew that.
Yeah, I could see that in his
Actually,
face.
the answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's one of our members. Neil, the one, that's his name. His username. Here you go, mate.
I'm going to let Gary have first stab at this question. So, even though it was written to me as a question for Tam, Gary, you get first guess. Who won the inaugural the first Inclusive Dart League / Flight Club live tournament, beating Tam and Leitch comfortably in the final?
See, that's harsh because I joined in season 2.
This was at the meetup.
I was at the meetup.
Right.
Yeah,
Not
live.
yet. Yes, sorry, I didn't get that. That sounds like, what?
I
You know what? I didn't
seem
get
to
to a final.
remember. Martin Ball was talked about quite a lot for turning up at the meet-up. Wasn't he like your doubles partner?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Martin Ball.
It was Neil before Zod. Tyler Neil. Me and him made it to the final. It was a good game, actually. The final was actually a good match. But, yeah, he beat me.
The final, we were playing on like the lights were about to get shut off. We were about to be kicked off the board.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, you two, hurry up. Number 3. Who has the nickname The Charmer?
I think I'll get that one.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
I'll know
open
that.
to you both.
You know that one.
It's Colin.
Yeah.
Colin the Charmer Palmer.
There's
bloody-
Colin.
Well, it bloody better be because I sent him stickers with that out on it. So,
Right. And a lot of them that come through is like question for Tam. So, Gary, you get first stab at this. Tam has mentioned it a few times, to be fair. So, Tam is his bogey player.
Daniel Newman.
no.
No.
Daniel's mad bogey player.
Tam's
Ah!
Yeah, I know who that is.
got the new, is it?
Paul Horton.
Yeah.
He's beat me what? I mean, he's got quite a bit higher average than me, but he's only beat me once in all the times we've played. And any time in tournaments or competition, you can't see me beat me. It's a strange game, isn't it? It's just bizarre how that goes in your head.
Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. I know Daniel Newman was in there somewhere.
Yeah, he's my bogey player. He's one of my bogey players.
Right, last one. I won a tournament in my first week of joining, and have also made it to 2 semi-finals. Who am I?
Oh, you talked about this the other week, yeah? It's a few weeks ago.
What was that question again, Tom? What was the stats?
So, question. I won a tournament in my first week of joining, and I've also made it to 2 semi-finals. Who am I?
This wasn't that long ago either. It was a month ago.
No, it's recent than that.
Was it? I knew it was within sort of the week range. I can't think now. That's terrible.
Yes.
Go on then.
Is it Gav?
It's not Gav.
No, it's
And then I don't know if you guys have paid any attention to today's tournament. I then received the message. You can change my question to 1-2 tournaments.
Stephen. Is it Stephen Walker?
Yeah.
that's the name. I couldn't remember his name. That was the guy. Honestly, genuinely, that was the guy. I just couldn't remember his name. Because we're just talking about how he had a really high average in one of his matches. Damn it.
Not a bad going for your first week, is it?
No. Then you've got Gary. How many have you won, Gary?
Is that the end of the
Sorry,
questions, Tom?
Sorry, mate.
There's one more.
Oh.
One more.
Gav, is it, mate?
Who won the first ever knockout tournament in the group?
Is that you?
It was me.
Yeah.
No, that's why you wanted to ask that question.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have known if we didn't speak about it a couple of weeks back.
No.
Yeah.
Talking. I know you're short on time, Tom, and you've got to get going. You and Tam had a league fixture, didn't you? Week 1. Have you played that yet?
We have played it, unfortunately.
How did it go for you, Tom? Did you
It was shocking.
Because you were all full of I'm going to win the league and Tom's getting relegated stuff.
But this is what I do remember that chat. But this is what really grates on me about you. I can play you in no end of friendlies. You won't hit toffee. You won't hit a double once. One night tournaments, you'll hit nothing. Doubles, you could be down there for 45 minutes, you still won't hit it. Comes to a league game,
Shut.
every single day, like a double, hit it. And you just stood there like that.
Yeah, to be fair,
Only when it comes to the league.
I think it was only one leg. The two of us were with a bit of a howler, but other than that, it was fairly quickly hitting the doubles, if memory serves.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the only time you ever do it.
Just
if
the
I
way
were
I
in the
like
tournament, or just to play a game, your stats will show like 2 out of 45 on doubles.
Yeah. On a good day.
Yeah. But
Right.
every time I play you in the league,
Speaking of the league, I think we'll get this up and running because we'll be here till about midnight if you don't.
Yeah.
well, on that note, I'm going to
You want
jump
to bounce
anyway.
off, mate? No worries,
Yeah.
Paul.
Right,
Good
mate.
seeing
Take
you
care.
all. Speak to you all soon.
Hey, see you later, mate.
See you, mate. Bye-bye.
What am I looking for? The window, yo. It should be on your screen now, guys.
Yeah, mate, I see it. I've got it on my iPad as well.
Nice. Yeah, we'll start at the bottom, mate, as usual.
Colin picking up a draw to get his league
Yeah.
underway.
I seen his video. His video was brilliant. It's fantastic.
Yeah, quality.
Yeah, that's how you
Agree as
start.
well. Agree's picked up a draw.
A couple of new boys in here as well. Although Tom Pavitt's been with us a while, has he not?
Yeah, I
Think-
think he's been around for a little while. Joe
But yeah.
Johnson's a new player. Nice to see him getting underway with a couple of legs.
Grant
pretty good
Silk,
going.
he must be new. I don't recognise that name either, mate, to be fair.
Yeah, he's a new player.
Let's have a look at the standings then.
The Granty boys at the top.
Young Collins sitting bang, slap in the middle. Or slap bang. Bang slap, slam it, bang. I don't know what I'm talking
So,
about anymore, got it.
We've got, obviously this season, we've got to bear in mind that top 3 are going up and top 3 are going down as well.
Yeah,
Now, obviously, it's only week 1, but as
Yeah.
the weeks go on,
Yeah.
we've got a little bit
Oh.
more movement. It'll be good.
all points count. But yeah. On to Group K. Tommy Newman's got off to a losing start. But I've backed him as well. He was one of my picks. But
Yeah. K West, nice 4-0 win against Dan Humphrey.
nice. Yep, Josh Hunt and Lewis C. With Levi.
501, took a point.
So here we go. Interesting to see how much it changes because also you get players improve as the season goes on as well. It's like guys that they don't have a great start, but then all of a sudden they just start climbing their way up the board.
So, and it takes a couple of back-to-back wins, then it all changes again.
Yeah. Yep. On to Group J, or J as you bloody English call it.
Yeah, we pronounce it properly, mate.
Yeah. I'm not even attempting the names at the bottom there.
No, only the
Mislav.
one tie in this one.
What, 2 ties?
Oh yeah, 2 ties, Dan Welsby
Two-
as well.
And Pete the Surprise Stewart, as Tom likes to call him. Neil Hopkin with a win.
Nice. It's just nice to see a majority of these games being played, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's like I said last season, when we were coming on to the weekly roundup thing, it was, and don't get me wrong, it's one of those ones, it's just the games weren't getting played. It wasn't the tables weren't getting updated quickly enough because I would, either myself or Tom would go on and just double check that all the results were in, but no,
Yeah.
they weren't in. So it's not like the games hadn't been updated, it was just that they weren't getting played in time.
Yeah.
So I'll get
No, it's good. Nice to see.
Neil Hopkins at the top of the pile there. Yeah.
See how that one pans out.
He went into Group I.
Well, no ties at all here.
I'm surprised that Peter Benga's down there, although he hasn't been playing particularly well, although he played bloody great against James Morgan in the cup game. I don't know if you watched that one, but he was unlucky.
I didn't watch the game, but I saw the result afterwards. And with the stats, like the screenshot with the stats, and you think it's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. He was a very unlucky mate, to be honest.
Yeah. But Ryan got a leg against him.
Yeah.
So it can be done.
Yeah, Nick, but I do fancy him going up. He was one of my picks. We've got Nick Gerrard.
Nick Gerrard. Yeah. I watched his last game of the season, which would have secured promotion if we kept it the same. And yeah, when he's on form, he can throw some cracking darts.
Yep.
So yeah, I think he's definitely one to watch. I think in that group.
And then we've got
Alfie Haycock's the same though.
Yeah.
Alfie, he puts together some good results week on week. So
I think I've played him in a friendly. Actually, I could be wrong. I could be getting mixed up, but I'm pretty sure I have, and he played well.
Yeah. A couple of good players in there.
Oliver Martin against Adam Smythe. That was a wee 4-0 for Oliver. Well played, mate.
Yeah, I think he'd literally just come in as well.
Yeah.
Like this week, come in.
Yeah.
Straight in, got a fixture played out of the way, and picked up 4-0.
Good way to do it.
Yeah, perhaps I need to leave and rejoin.
Yeah. Get Arwell Davis taking 4-1 against Cole.
Yeah. This is going to be a good group, I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tight one.
That top 5.
Yeah. The top 5, I think it could be all the guys that have won there. I think it could be between any of them. Not that I'm saying anybody below it. I've got a funny feeling that Cole Whittle will come back into it, to be honest. I think I'd fancy him to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, I played him in the doubles tournament. He's a good player.
Yeah.
It's early days, isn't it? He's got so much time to turn that round.
It's the same with me. I mean, obviously we're winding Tom up, but I was expecting Tom to win against me. But he's hit a poor form. He's hit some poor form at the wrong time in the moment. But as you say, anything can happen.
That's all it takes.
We're in the Group H. Martin Knight off to a losing start. It seems to be his poor form's continuing. It's totally bizarre.
Yeah, he can't seem to shake it off, can he?
No, you just can't see me get a win in the league. It's very, very strange, mate. And David Jones gets beat by Gary B.
Yeah.
And it'll be 4-0 again. Greg Roberts.
Yeah, another group with quite a few new players joining.
Yeah, there is. I mean, we have got a hell of a lot of new players.
And that's the thing as well, because you see these results, but we don't know enough about them to know like consistency and what real impact they can have. But it's a promising start for them.
Yeah, that's it. You're exactly right, mate. It's one of those ones. It could just be a one-off fluke, or it could be they're just a steady player. But as the season goes on, you find out. With Eric H.
So Eric must be going on holiday by the looks of it, because he's played a game in advance. But
against Ross Hasty.
He's off and running with it, isn't he?
Yeah. So obviously Eric's going to be top of the pile. But yeah. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah. And then group
Can
G.
we go past G as quickly as we can?
Oh no, did you ever? Oh no. You usually have a good tussle as well, yourself and Rich.
Do you know what, mate? Neither of us gave our best account.
No.
I was scoring okay, On some of the legs, I got down to the double first, but I mean, the stats say, I had 32 chances at a double and didn't hit one.
Oof. That's not good.
It was horrendous. But fair play to Rich. He hit him when it counted and got the 4-0. So, but yeah, we were both pretty disappointed with it because we normally have really good games, but weren't meant to be that week.
And saying that, your pal, Matt Stevens, you get a coffin as well off of Matthew O'Leary.
Yeah, I don't think they've played before.
Matthew's a good player. I've played Matthew a few times. He used to. He was in my division one of the seasons. I can't remember which one it was, and he had a good account of himself. It wasn't like he was out of his depth or anything.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the bonuses of having this reshuffle and sort of restructuring.
Yeah,
is that you're getting to play people you haven't played before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we said, it's also you're going to be playing against people that should be round about your level. That was getting a bit uneven in some of the leagues because we were putting players in that shouldn't really have been in that division and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But,
and on that point, quickly, because it's a good time to shoehorn it in, we got 50 players sat in the waiting room ready to join the league.
That's just bananas, mate.
Which is incredible, but we obviously are having to be, because the leagues are so tight with the average. I mean, there could be one of the leagues, I think, the lowest average in the league's 42, and the highest average in that league's 43. So there's not much margin. Yep. So we are having to be really fussy with who we use for replacements. So just bear with us, guys, but we'll get you in if we can.
Yep. It is one of those ones, as we said before, we won't be doing another reshuffle again like the way we did this season, which was just to fit everyone in, but that won't. Maybe in the future add another league on at the bottom or something, but it certainly won't be anything like we have this time. It would be a total reshuffle again. If you get promoted, you will get promoted.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got Derek Hiscock. He had to win just to prove.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the rivalry.
Yeah,
the between him and Tracy, because wasn't it on end of season 1? There was only 1 point between them, wasn't there? Or was it a leg difference?
Was it? I didn't think they'd been in the same division before. Maybe they have, mate. I wouldn't call you a liar.
I think it was something like leg difference, which meant Derek got promotion and Tracy didn't.
Ah, right, okay. But I backed Tracy this season and she's let me down. Tracy, come on, pet. You need to get your finger out. Yeah. She got beat by Neo the one.
Neo the one. So he's up top, Matthew. Matthew's sitting at the top, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm sure I picked Matthew as well. I'm sure I picked Matthew. I remember who the ones I picked. It's definitely Matthew. Yeah, yep. I can't remember. I can't
see
remember.
How that unfold.
Into Group F. We've got Giardino there. Oh, sorry, Paul. Got to change your name to Paul Jordan now. A wee draw for the man. There's Rab. Oh, Rab with a 4-1. That's the thing with Rab. I mean, Rab, he very rarely practices. That's he's always running about after taking his wife to work or his his grandkids. He doesn't get much board time. It's amazing that he does win as many games as he does, considering he hardly ever plays.
You wouldn't think it, would you?
No, when he's on. He is good. Here's Peter Peters. A 3-3.
Yeah, he's a good player.
David Patterson with a 4-0. There's a couple of 4-0s have popped up here and there. Didn't really have many of them last season.
Yeah, I think Matthew Stocking, he's a very new player. He's only been in the server a matter of days, I think.
And I think it's one of those ones as well with some of the new guys that ends up, I mean, obviously you'll know yourself, Gary, the first couple of games that you play, it's quite nervy the first couple of times that you play.
Yeah, it is, mate, yeah.
It's totally bizarre. You're standing in your bedroom or your living room, kitchen, whatever it may be, but you're I think it's that you want to win that much. You put pressure on yourself. It's a strange old thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. me and Matt Stevens talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
You think it's so strange how it goes to your head and you get that stressed about it and worked
Yep.
up, and it is just an online darts league that you're
Yeah.
doing for a bit of a hobby. But it does mean a lot to people.
Yeah, it's
So,
totally
get it.
bizarre. But yeah. Then we've got Dan Hutchinson gets beat by James Donnelly, unfortunately. And not for James Donnelly, obviously.
So we've got Reb's in top 3.
Yeah.
Can he hold it?
Yeah. Looking good.
Anything
is-
can happen in
Rab
that
is one
league.
of my picks. He was one of my picks, mate. I can't see Rab not going up from there. But again, you never know.
No, some big names in there. Anything can happen in there over the coming weeks.
Definitely, mate. It's into Group E.
Yeah.
Michael Carey against Gillian Reha. A 4-2.
Wonder if he's just sat on a chair playing that,
Yeah.
hitting triple 18s for the fun of it.
Poor Tom. Then we've got Steve
the
Hunt. DJ Shanksy. Absolutely love it. Oh,
Just
John
the
Watson.
one game then.
John
Dan
Watson
Newman.
off to a losing start. Oh, I'm surprised at that.
Is that the Hedgehog?
Yeah,
Mr.
mate.
Watson.
Mr.
Yeah.
Watson. Yeah, still got Daniel and Luke, as you say, they've still to play. I need to have a wee look. I've not noticed if they've arranged it or not. And David Morrison and Jack Webster seems like a reporter from
Yeah.
a newspaper.
Nice 4-0 win.
Yeah,
Well, nice to get off to a good start, isn't it?
yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't know
always
what it
been.
feels like, but
Yeah,
I'm sure it feels good.
poor Tom. Here we go, mate. And where the big guys live. Tyler Neal there against Charlie Lawrence. 3 each. What's that next result, mate? I can't really read that one. It's quite.
I can read it out for you, Tam, if you want.
Could you read it out for me, mate? I can't see it.
Yeah, of course I can. Thomas Hawes, 2.
Nice.
Tam Leitch, 4.
Nice.
We need to repeat that again. It's Tom 2, Tam 4. Unlucky Tom.
Ha ha, Tom. So,
There's Paul.
Chris Jordan with a 3 each against James Deere. That's a good wee tussle there. Paul Horton and Mike Sigurd. Mike's a good player.
Yeah, cracking result for Paul.
Just waiting on Aaron and Kyle to get their match played. And that'll be us all done in Group D.
Yep.
Look at that. Thing of beauty, mate. A thing of beauty.
Pressure's on now, Tam. You've got to keep up there, mate.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath if I'm being honest. Well, the thing is, I'm playing every now and again. I'm playing some fantastic darts, and then it just all goes to pot. It's very frustrating.
It's
say
the
the
most
least.
frustrating game out there.
Oh, mate, it's drives you up the wall. So into Group C, look at Carl. There we go. CC Peniston,
Hester.
4-2 for Uncle Festa.
See Martin Bull, league manager, picked up a 4-0.
Yeah.
Well
The
done,
man
Martin.
said he was like, because he was in a higher league, you're like, yeah, no bother, Martin. But he's playing some good darts at the moment, Martin.
Yeah, he is.
But
Mr. Consistent.
Jay Russell with a 4-1 against Andy Stevens. It's a
Yep.
battle of the big boys, Dale and Ben, with a 3 each. You're obviously waiting on Adam Davis and Nicole and Dixon result. And that'll be that one tied up as well.
Yeah,
Mm.
nice.
But your Martin's hoping that ends the way it is there. Him top of the pile. But we'll see what happens. There we go. And the big guns is what calling.
Oh, cool. They're best of 10, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, where the big boys live.
Cool. Some brutal results here.
6-2. Colin. Sorry, Colin get beat 6-2 even. Jamie Scott with a 6-2 against Jack Thomas. Is that Costin Hada? Or Hader?
Yep, 6-3
6-3 against
Michael.
Michael Wood. Ryan Gelling against Andy Jones. I think he's 6-0. Oof.
It's a great start, isn't it?
Gav gets off to a winning start against Matthew Clark. And 6-3. Well,
Be
Gav.
interesting to hear from anyone in A and B what they think of having the best of 10, if they prefer it.
A lot of the sort of the, for lack of a better term, better players, they were saying that they wanted the longer formats. I know Neil was sort of keen on doing the longer matches. I was actually in a league a long time ago, and that was what it was, and I preferred the longer format, the sort of better best of 10. I thought it was a better, but then once you start going down the leagues, it can take forever to play them. So I think that's why obviously we didn't really want to go down that road too quickly.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good balance what you got so far.
Yeah, I think as you up the leagues, we could maybe put it out there for next season if some of the higher leagues guys want to do longer format, put it to a vote or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, on to the big guys. Here we go. Gavin Fry and Chris Bishop with a 5 each. Here's Neil. It's off to a draw start.
Yeah, I watched that game, and it was off and running with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it wasn't looking good for Neil. But yeah, then Neil started grouping again and come back into it and stole it. I think it probably feels like he threw the game away, to be fair. But yeah,
the thing,
good game.
Neil's been using new darts. I know that because I've played him a couple of times this week, and he's playing with new darts. I think he's just trying to get the hang of them.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple of games I played him, and he was a bit all over the place, which is not like him at all. His groupings were terrible.
Yeah.
But James Morgan off to a 6-1 start.
Yeah. Geordie Sloth.
There we go. Jim Coulson Rice, a 6-1 against Mark Jackson.
Yeah, that's a good result for Jim. Both good players, aren't they? Well, they're all good players in that league, to be fair, aren't they?
Yeah, you're not getting in there through luck. You're in there for a reason. But
you
get punished heavily if you're even off it slightly. You'll just, it's not going to work well for you.
Yeah.
But Ollie Carter, off to a flyer. That's what we're saying. I think he's the new sheriff in town. It'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah. Could be some good battles in that league.
Yeah. It's good for the not just Neil, but the other guys as well. It's good to have that. It's the higher level going in there. It's going to be, rather than how many points is he going to win it this season by, we can actually have a bit of competition. But I'm going to say it.
You think James Morgan was in B last year, wasn't it? Last season.
Yeah.
So he's stepped into the top league and got off with a 6-1. So
to be fair, he's average at the moment is 60 something, I'm sure. Yeah. So yeah, but there we go, guys.
Beautiful.
Is it the leagues?
There's a lot to go through now, isn't there?
Yeah, mate, that's the only thing. But now you know why Tom loves doing them so much. Yeah. Well, I think that's us, mate. I don't think there's any other order of business, is there? Well,
I don't think so, mate. No, just other than bear with us if you're in a waiting room.
Yeah.
But feel free to get involved with the tournaments. We've got the team leagues as well, haven't we? Every now and then a space appears in that, so we might be able to get you in there. So, just stick with it.
The other thing as well, just before we go, is we've got Raffles running all the time. We've got Rich doing them. He does the Thunderball one. I think it's 2 a week. We do different sort of monetary value ones, you get 750 for a shot, down to 350, is it? I think I should have seen you was saying something about doing a 150 one that you can win, because we're also doing a raffle draw for an Omni board, which is £15 a ticket. I mean, that's 450 quid's worth of gear you're talking about for £15. Yes,
1 in 30 chance of winning it.
yeah, so it's a good chance of winning it. So he's talking about running one. It's you can do the Thunderball draw. You need to look into it, guys, because I'm going by just memory, but I'm sure it was 150 a ticket, and you can win a number in the draw for the Omni. But so check it out.
A lot to be won.
Yeah, many bargains, much cheapness.
Absolutely.
Right, mate.
on
Well,
that-
thank you
on
for
that
filling
note-
in for Tom, and
All right, no problem.
see you later.
See you later, mate. Take care.
Adios.
See you all.
Bye.